online class. So today we will be discussing about some science news. Kindly take page number 72. Okay. Science news. The world of science is dynamic. New inventions, discoveries, and research results constantly reveal to us the many facts of science. Here are some recent facts revealed to us. So it is told that the world of science is actually wide, big. New inventions or discoveries, which results in many facts about science. So there are some facts listed down there. We are going to see one by one. Okay, look at the first one. Some mosquitoes have a near foolproof thirst for human blood. Previous attempts to prevent the insect from tracking people down by blocking parts of mosquitoes' ability to smell have failed. A new study hints it's because the bloodsuckers have built-in workarounds to ensure they can always smell us. We all know that we hate what? Mosquitoes. Because it bites us, it sucks our blood. So scientists were actually trying to avoid or to distract the mosquitoes by just what do you call just this blocking some of their paths to sense the human blood. But all those experiments failed. A new study just tells us that it's because those bloodsuckers or the mosquitoes they have built in, which is inside their body, workarounds to ensure they can always smell us. That's an interesting fact about mosquitoes which we didn't know. Okay, moving on to the next one. The first recorded case of a person passing monkeypox to a dog could bring on other animals catching the sometimes disfiguring and deadly virus. If that happens, monkeypox could establish animal reservoirs outside of Africa for the first time. So, monkeypox is actually a disease. So, there's a first report or the first recorded case of a person who got monkeypox transferred this to dog person passing monkeypox to a dog. So when it happened, they're actually thinking that it could bring what a lot of other animals which has monkeypox outside Africa for the first time. Okay, that's a deadly case of virus spreading. Moving on to the next one. Sand on Earth is slowly being created by the slow erosion of rocks. But on Mars, violent asteroid impacts may play an important role in making new sand. A new study shows as much as quarter of Martian sand is composed of spherical bits of glass formed in the intense heat of impacts. So it is told that sand on Earth, so whatever the particles like sand in the Earth are created by slow erosion of rocks, millions of years. It takes millions of years to become small part of sand. Okay, but that is the condition in Earth. But when we take the condition of sand in Mars, violent asteroid impacts may play an important role in making new sand there, which means collision of asteroid makes new sand in Mars. A new study shows as much as a quarter of Martian sand is composed of spherical bits of glass formed in the intense heat of impacts. So recent study shows us or reveals us that the sand which is present in the Mars is actually uh, formed by intense heats of impacts. Okay. Moving on. Sometimes a photo is literally a matter of life, death, and zombies. This is a haunting image. Winner of the 2022 BMC Ecology and Evolution Photography Competition certainly fits that description. It captures the fruiting bodies of a parasitic fungus emerging from the lifeless body of an infected fly in the Peruvian rainforest. So it is told that sometimes photograph is actually a matter of death and zombies. So there is an image which is given in your textbook in page number 72. You can see that some kind of parasite is actually evolving from a lifeless body of an insect. There is a microscopic image. Okay. So these are the first section of science news. Moving on, or just in the next page, you can find some other news. We'll go through them one by one. First one, Sukari, the gorilla can grunt. She can hum, she can grumble. Now scientists report the gorilla has got new way to express herself. Sukari can snow. She and other zoo gorillas make the noise, a cross between a sneeze and cough. When zookeepers with food are near, the unusual utterance, which has not been observed in the wild, never been described before in this species, can help the gorilla grab people's attention, says primatologist Roberta Salmi of the University of Georgia in Athens. So, the gorilla named Sukari, it is told that she can grunt, she can hum, and she can grumble. So, whenever the zookeepers are near with the food and so on, she shows, or not only her, but the other gorillas also show some unusual sounds which has been not observed in the wild as now. So, as they are producing these kinds of sounds, the people are getting, the gorillas are actually getting people's attentions. So this was a report by primatologist Roberta Salmi of the University of Georgia, which is in Athens. Okay, moving on to the next space news. That is, it is not easy being ringed. A newly released image from the James Webb Space Telescope, or JWST, shows the Cartwheel galaxy still reeling from a run-in with a smaller galaxy 400 million years ago. The Cartwheel galaxy, so called because of its brighter inner ring and colorful outer ring, lies about 500 million light years from Earth. Astronomers think it used to be a large spiral like the Milky Way until a small galaxy smashed through it. So, it is actually a space news. So, it is told that it is actually not easy to be ringed. Actually, the galaxy, it is not easy that we find the galaxy in a ring shape. A newly released image from the telescope, James Webb Space Telescope, shows the Cartwheel galaxy, or the galaxy named Cartwheel, still reeling from a run in with a smaller galaxy 400 million years ago. The Cartwheel galaxy is actually still, what do you call, reeling from a run in with smaller galaxies which were there in 400 million years ago. So this Cartwheel galaxy is also called, uh, it's so called because of its inner brighting, or the brighter inner ring and the colorful outer ring. So it is called as the Cartwheel galaxy because of this color reproduction and so on. So it lies about 500 million light years, or the distance between the Earth and this galaxy is actually 500 million light years from Earth. So our astronomers are thinking that it was actually like our Milky Way galaxy, but it changed its shape just when a smaller galaxy passed or smashed through it. Okay, moving on to the next one. Microbes enlisted to carry tiny loads travel faster with cargo attached than on their own. That is the supervising finding. That is a surprising finding of a study of the carrying capacity of single-cell amoebas. The microbes have the microbes serve as prototypes of microscope trucks for delivering drugs to precisely target disease inside the human body, or moving materials from minuscule construction projects. So these microbes, or this what do you call, amoebas, are actually used to take particles, or they are actually considered as the loading amoebas, because they are actually taking some kinds of drug to human body where we cannot actually inject it, or we cannot actually pass the drug, or they are actually taking to move materials from the minuscule construction projects and so on. So these are the new findings, or these are the new inventions and the uses in science. Okay, moving on about information and technology, or science and technology, page number 74. Fill in the blanks with the correct words to complete the sentences about information technology. So we have to fill those blanks with the correct words to complete the sentences about the field IT, or the field about information technology. Okay, the first one, Alan Dash, we need to find his full name, is the name of a British computer scientist and mathematician. So what is his full name? Option J. What is it? Turing. Alan Turing is the name of a British computer scientist and mathematician. Okay, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one, that is The CPU is the dash of the computer. What is it? E. The CPU is the processing device of the computer. We all know that the CPU is, or the processor is the brain of the computer. The same way, CPU, central processing unit, is the processing device of the computer. Without CPU, we all know that the computer won't work. Next, third one. Supercomputers work less than ordinary desktop computers. Supercomputers works. Option D, faster, of course. Supercomputers work faster than ordinary desktop computers. Okay, next. AI, when expanded, gives dash intelligence. Of course, we all are more familiar with this AI technology and so on, is artificial intelligence. Option B. Fifth, a human makes dash while a computer does not. A human make, what is it? I, mistakes. A human makes mistakes while a computer does not. That's a true fact. Moving on to the sixth one, the monitor and printer are examples of dash device of a computer. I hope you know about this input and output uh, devices. Input, which means only just taking in, and output, which means we get an output. So it is output device of a computer. For example, in the monitor, you can see something. In the printer, you get the printout. So whatever we get as an output, we can call them as output devices. Okay. Seventh, in a computer, the dash is volatile in nature. What is it? The RAM is volatile in nature. Eighth, compared to Windows, the Linux operating system is free and edge, open source. It's an open software. You need not pay any fees for this software. It's open source software. Okay. Ninth, Sophia is an example of a humanoid. We are all aware of it. Sophia, about Sophia, humanoid robot. Option G. 10th, the dash is generally attached to inside the system, cabinet, or CPU box. So what is it? L, hard disk. The hard disk is generally attached inside the system cabinet or CPU box. You cannot find hard disk outside. Of course, you get external hard disk, but internal hard disks are always inside the CPU or the cabinet box. It is actually placed using the screws and so on. This is actually in a, what do you call, in a square shape or something. Yeah. Moving on to the 11th question. The computer understands only instructions provided to it in dash number system. What is it? The computer understands only instructions provided to it in dash number system. So we all understand English whenever it is written in the language or whenever it is written with the alphabets which is in English and so on. So computer has got its own language. It is called as binary, a language with zeros and ones. For example, we are taking A. It might be written in 1011 and so on. So it's actually binary number system. So computer has got a language of binary number system. So it understands our instruction. For example, whatever you give, you're taking starting or you're just typing the letter hello, HELLO. Each letter has got their own binary digits. Okay. Next, railway and airline reservation systems need dash to work. What is it? Computers to work. We all know that whenever you go to this railway station or computer, you can find people sitting in front of a desktop. They give us whatever information are needed for us. If you ask, excuse me, sir, when is this train coming? They'll just refer and they'll just say, or sometimes they may not even need to look, or they need not even look into the computers. They know it by heart. Whenever you ask for this ticket and so on in olden days, you might have seen they'll write it and give. Nowadays, they'll just type it and give. So railway and airline reservation systems need computers to work. Okay, moving on. So that's all for today. Now moving on, you got a homework to do. That is, you need to learn both the chapters like the science and the information technology chapter. And now you can write or you have to write information technology, which is in page number 74 in your notebooks. You need to first you have to learn both the chapter, just two chapters, just learn both the chapters and write information technology or the exercises or those fill in the blanks which is given in page number 74, information technology in your notebook. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.